Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March 2nd, 2018. Almost forget my dates. Before we get to this video, wait, what am I saying before we get to this video? I don't know what I'm saying, alright guys? I think I drank too much Coca-Cola. I don't think anything else. So I want to do this video because WrestleMania is coming up in a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, WrestleMania is happening, right? Oh my god. Guys, if you did not... never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. But ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania is in a couple of weeks. I want to do a top 5 I've never done for a while. So I want to do a top 5 WrestleMania moments that I enjoy watching. These past couple of years, alright? These past couple of years. My number 5, let's get to this list. My number 5 is the Hardy Boys making their return to the WWE when they were in different promotions. In TNA, let's just say it, in TNA. And now they were part of WWE, came to WrestleMania, the fans went nuts, I went nuts. In my home, I'm surprised no one knocked on my door and say, shut up! But nobody said it, so ladies and gentlemen, the Hardy Boys made their return, and it was awesome, it was enjoyable. They made a return, win the Raw Tag Team Championships. I was surprised they even won the Tag Team titles. Just make the return and don't win the Tag Team titles. But they won the match. They returned. Everybody went crazy. I'm surprised WrestleMania went so crazy, man. Like, seriously, last year was awesome. My number four is going to be the Big Show's worst record of the WrestleManias. He did lose a lot of WrestleManias these past couple of years. Everybody always mentioned it. I don't think Big Show will be on this year's WrestleMania because he's an old guy and he's got a hip injury because of that steel cage. Braun Strowman. But ladies and gentlemen, it will be, what I'm talking about, the funny parts, is that this guy lost to a boxer and a sumo wrestler. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to WrestleMania, I think it was WrestleMania 22, I forgot the year, don't ask me the year, but WrestleMania 22, and check it out, when the Big Show had a sumo, singlet, something, whatever they call it there, versus Mr. Sumo guy, I don't know his name. And he lost to the sumo wrestler. He thought he was sumo better. I don't know what you call sumo, better sumo guy. I don't know. But maybe and then he lost to Floyd Mayweather by a KO punch. Boom! He didn't use his glove, Mr. Floyd Mayweather. He used a brass knuckles and boom! And you saw some blood and spit dripping down the Big Show's face, out his mouth. And he was KO'd. He was done. The ref has to ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. My number 3 is the Money in the Bank ladder match. When Chris Jericho made the match happen. When he made the match happen, he said, how about we put 6 men in a match, put a briefcase on top of like a ladder match, I don't know, like rafters, something. And have a ladder match, and it was awesome, it was enjoyable, and the first person to win the first ever Money in the Bank was Edge, and the first person to cash in his Money in the Bank was Edge on John Cena. And ladies and gentlemen, John Cena is the first man to lose a cash in. And then we had Damien Sandow, then we had Baron Corbin. Oh my goodness gracious. So, I enjoyed all the WrestleMania's Money in the Bank ladder matches because it was mid-carders. It wasn't main eventers. It was some main eventers, but main eventers turned into mid-carders. So, they had a chance. Like, we saw Christian. We saw Jack Swagger. We saw... I don't know what else I saw. We saw Cesaro in it. We saw Chris Jericho in it multiple times. Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio. I didn't know I'm allowed to say these names. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all these guys. And they turn to main eventers, turn to mid-carders. So that's what I meant. And when they did this Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2010, it was good. It was good because it was still mid-carders and people that didn't hold the title for long. And there's some guys that was new to it, new to become WWE champion or World Heavyweight champion, things like that. But I like the WrestleMania one because the hype of WrestleMania, the hype of WrestleMania was getting crazier and crazier. I enjoyed that part. My number 2 is the first ever Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal at WrestleMania 25. That was amazing. It was short, but it was amazing. It was funny. It was funny, and ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed it. It was awesome. Seeing Santino Marella, he had to stop himself and think of a name. Santino Marella. That's her name, and she won the match. And she had a rivalry with Vicky Guerrero in a hog pen match at Extreme Rules. I believe it was 2009. Yeah, 2009. She had a hog pen match. That was pretty awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, my number one. Let's see what my number 1 is. I forgot my number 1 is. My number 1 is, now I remember my number 1 is Edge versus Mick Foley in a hardcore match at WrestleMania 21. It was an awesome match to see. The blood, the barbed wire match, the flaming table. Lita was getting beat up as well because she won't stop getting involved in the match. I'm not saying it's cool hitting women. It's not cool. But she was getting involved in the match. She was getting hurt, and she was a high flyer, man. She was crazy. She was hardcore. Edge was hardcore. Mick Foley was hardcore. But ladies and gentlemen, the match ended with a spear right through the ropes, right through the flaming table. Mr. Mick Foley's back was burning. He was turning over like a maniac. The fire extinguisher was going off. But 1, 2, 3, Edge won. A bloody Edge won the match. And a bloody Lita was celebrating with bloody Edge as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all for my top 5. I will be doing this couple of weeks for the couple of weeks that's coming up for WrestleMania. Because ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 34, the biggest thing, WrestleMania 34, it's still going on. They're talking about WrestleMania 35, 2019, when 2018 wasn't over. But WrestleMania 34 is the biggest thing of WWE. It's like a season, 34 seasons of WrestleMania. It was crazy. I didn't watch 1 to 34, 33. But I've seen the ones that I've seen. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. I am losing my breath right now. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Leave a comment below. Tell me what's your favorite WrestleMania moments. It could be any WrestleMania. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Leave and hit that little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a video. Because I do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Friday, and sometimes Monday, just for you guys, and sometimes maybe the weekends, maybe for vlogs. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tyler, Izzo, and the Judge.